Hey tubers, and welcome back to another install, this one featuring an Athearn Genesis Union Pacific 4664 Challenger. This one is 3985, and I'm doing a sound install on this locomotive featuring the new QSI Titan sound decoder. And I did a little bit of custom work on this one, and that features two speakers in the front of the locomotive. You're going to have a medium oval speaker here in the front, and I do mill the frame down slightly in order to accommodate that. And then here at the rear of the cab, I've got a 20 millimeter high bass speaker. And then in the rear tender, I'm going to feature a large oval speaker. I believe that is it's about 35 by 48 millimeter, I think. And the nice thing about the Titan is that you can manipulate the channels for each speaker output. So on the forward channel, which is going to feature these two front speakers, I'm going to have most of the bell, chuff, and most of the locomotive sounds coming out of those two speakers, and then with that large speaker in the rear, that'll kind of fill in the bass sound. So hopefully this is going to sound really nice when it's done. You can see here that I also removed the original Athearn lighting board, and I did that primarily to just make the connections cleaner and also more reliable. Most of those connections are done with those little plastic caps, and I just don't trust those. So anytime I'm inside of a locomotive, I usually scrap the light board and make hard soldering joints. And the primary thing to remember is when you are doing wiring, keep it neat, measure everything. And also I use a combination of different things in order to insulate the wires. I use shrink wrap, which you can see here on this particular wire. That's actually a series of resistors in order to dim the bulbs properly. And then in certain other instances, you can see right here, I didn't use shrink wrap because I wanted to keep some flexibility. So what I did is I just used some basically a super glue. Super glue is an insulator, so you don't have to worry about shorting out wires. So I'm going to be putting this thing back together. I still have to finish up the speaker mounting in the tender, and then everything should be good to go. So when you see this next, it'll be on the rails. All right, guys, back soon. Bye. Hey guys, back with you, and I've got that Athearn Genesis Challenger button back up. This one featuring the QSI Titan decoder, and I've got a medium oval speaker located up underneath the front smokestack, a 20 millimeter high bass speaker located in the cab, and then that large oval speaker located in the tender. And it sounds really decent, really good. Unfortunately, my camera's mic doesn't capture the stereo feature of the Titan, but certainly when you're sitting trackside next to it, you can certainly tell that the whistle is coming from the front. The chuff is coming from what I would call the entire locomotive, and then the lower bassier sounds supported by the large speaker seem just to emanate from everywhere. So it's certainly providing the effect I was looking for. Overall speed control is excellent, which the QSI Titan decoder / Revolutions have provided excellent slow speed control for years. I certainly believe that they provide better slow speed control than the Tsunami, as far as just an average. Anyways, we'll fire it up, give it a short look, listen, and here we go, guys. So there she is, guys. Really nice running and sounding locomotive. And just a word of caution: these the older Athearn Genesis Challengers came with a MRC sound decoder. And my own experience with those, this is going to be my second locomotive dealing with that MRC sound decoder, and they're absolutely horrible. I've tried to program them using my programmer, both the JRMI as well as my NCE power cab, and also my general DCC NCE system. I use a Power Pro for the layout, and I cannot get that decoder to respond. They short out. Both of this locomotive, which I finished, and then I've got an identical one that I'm working on, and both decoders, they're terrible. I can't say anything else. So if you do pick up one of these older models off of eBay, be prepared to have issues. I know I'm not the only one that's had issues with those decoders. But anyways, I pretty much standardized on either the QSI or the Tsunami from Soundtrack. So those are my two go-to decoders. Just an interesting note from TCS, Train Control Systems. I believe they're out of Massachusetts, reputable decoder company. They should be coming out with some new sound decoders here in the next few weeks, and I'm actually looking forward to what their product is going to sound like. If it's anything like their motor control decoders, it should be outstanding. So coupled sound with motor control from TCS should be something interesting to check out. So anyways, guys, I've got this Challenger finished up. I've got another one in the pipeline. I've also got some big boys I've been working on, and a couple of other weathering projects on some modern locomotives. So bear with me. I know it's been a while since I've posted. I had a brand new baby boy that was born about a little bit better than 3 weeks ago, so that's been taking up my time. Anyways, guys, be well, and we'll talk to everybody soon.